Hello everyone, welcome back to the series of tutorials on DALAB. We are discussing problems of week 6. So in previous video we have discussed the first problem, that is how to find path between two vertices, or we need to find out whether there is a path existence between two vertices or not. And for that we discussed different type of algorithms. First was Flood-Warshall, second was BFS, and third was DFS, right? So we are not using Flood-Warshall just because of its higher time complexity and space complexity. But then we talked about its representation. What could be representation of graph? So there are two, adjacency list and matrix, and we are using adjacency matrix here, right? You can use directed, undirected, weighted, or unweighted graph. Clear? So this will be the problem statement, or this will be the input format for rest of the problems. Clear? So this was first problem. Now coming to second problem. Okay, so here is the second problem, and in second problem we are going to talk about bipartite graph, right? So let's understand the problem first. Given a graph, design an algorithm and implement it using a program to find if graph is bipartite or not. So hint is given that we have to use BFS here, right? But other than BFS, you can use DFS also. Now input format will be same as we have been given above. So we are using either adjacency matrix or list. But for this particular problem, we have to use adjacency matrix. So first one is number of vertices, and then rest are adjacency matrix representation of that particular graph. Okay, and output will be yes bipartite if graph is bipartite, otherwise it's going to print not bipartite. Clear? Now you must be thinking that what is this bipartite thing? So let's discuss that first. I will take some examples also, but let's first understand through its definition. So it's a kind of graph whose vertices can be divided into two independent sets, and those two independent sets are u and v, and there is a condition with that such that every edge u v either connects a vertex u from u to a vertex v from capital V, or a vertex small v from u to a vertex small u to capital V, right? Okay, so this is the definition of bipartite graph. We can write it in more simpler form. And what is that? So let me write or here. You can also write for every edge uv. So this is an edge, either u belongs to capital U and v belongs to capital V, or u belongs to capital V and small b belongs to capital U, right? There are some other points also that you should consider while you are studying bipartite graph, and you should remember these points. So no edge connects vertices of the same set. I hope you are getting it. So basically we are dividing whole graph into two sets, right? And those two sets are collection of vertices. Clear? We can also say that a bipartite graph is possible if a graph coloring is possible with two colors. And this is very important. We are going to use this particular property to find out whether a graph is bipartite or not. So what we have to do? Suppose there is a graph. Let's take one graph here. This particular graph has six vertices, right? And suppose you want to paint these vertices with two different colors. One is red color and another is green color. So if a vertex is of red color, its adjacent vertices could not be of red color. So these two should be of green color. Now, if this is green, its adjacent vertices should be red color. Same here, it should be red color. And now here, it should be of green color. And you can see we have colored this whole graph using two colors and there is no conflict. Take another example. So consider this example 2, consider example 1 and try to color this particular graph using two colors. So this is one vertex, this is second vertex, this is third vertex, fourth and fifth. Suppose you are taking red color first. So other two vertices should be of green color, green and green. Now if this is green, this should be red, right? If this is green, this should be red. But now the problem is if this is red, this is also red. And these are two adjacent vertices. Now we cannot make it red, but we cannot make it green either because this is green. So here is a conflict, right? And this graph is not bipartite, but this particular graph is bipartite. Clear? There is one more point. If you see these two graphs, you will find out that if there is a odd cycle graph, here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is odd cycle graph and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Here we have cycle but it is not odd cycle graph. Clear? So if it is odd cycle graph, we cannot color it with two colors. Clear? So this is what a bipartite graph is. Now let's discuss its algorithm or a general discussion how we are going to do it. And then I am going to show you the demo of the program that I have created and you can see how that program is running. You can see that program. I'm not going to show you the program, but you will see the output and then you can create your program by looking at that output that I'm going to show you and the algorithms. Okay, so we have either adjacency matrix or adjacency list, right? So if we have adjacency matrix, it's going to take OV square, and if it is adjacency list, it's going to take OV plus E, right? So this is time and space complexity for this particular algorithm that we are going to use to find out whether graph is bipartite or not. Okay, and one thing you have to keep in mind that E could be greater than or equal to V square, right? But it could be less than or equal to 0 also. It depends on whether graph is sparse or dense. Now let's discuss the algorithm in plain English first and then we'll see the algo in a programming way or pseudocode of the algorithm. So first what we are going to do, we are going to assign a color. Suppose you are going to assign a red color to the source node, right? Or you can say source vertex. It could be U or write it as capital U. We are using this particular set as the source node U. Okay. Second, assign another color to all neighbors, right? And what that color could be? Suppose we are taking blue color or maybe green color, whatever you want to do, and this will come from the V set. Now again, what we are going to do? Color all neighbors of neighbors with the first color, and that is red in this case, right? And that will come in U set. Okay. Now you are going to continue this thing, and till when you have to continue? Till all vertices are colored. Clear? Now one thing you have to keep in mind, if any two vertices, we are basically talking about neighbor vertices here, are of same color. If two neighbor vertices are of same color, we have to stop at this place and return false. What it means? That this graph is not bipartite. Okay? So let's take some example and then write the pseudocode. So here I am taking one graph, very small graph having four vertices. So mark it red. So we can make it green and this as green. And now you can simply mark it red, right? So this is one graph and this is bipartite. Now add some more vertices to this. So this particular graph is bipartite graph. Now let's add some more vertices to this. Now we have 8 vertices and connect these with each other. Now we have 8 vertices. Start with red color. Let's make it red. Now we can make all the neighbors as green. So this is a neighbor, this is a neighbor, and this is also a neighbor. Now neighbors of neighbors should be of red color. So what are neighbors of this? This is neighbor, so make it red. This is also neighbor, make it red. Neighbor of this, it should be red. Neighbor of this should be red, red. So all the conditions are satisfied, and we can't stop till now because one vertex is remaining. And what should be the color of this vertex? It is neighbor of red vertex, red and red from this side also. So we can safely mark it green. And now all the vertices are marked with two colors. So this graph is also bipartite graph. Now take one more graph and see if that particular graph is bipartite or not. Let me draw previous graph also so that we have all the examples right in front of us. So make it red. It can be red and it is green and it's green. Okay. Now another graph, one node. These two nodes are there. These two nodes are also connected. There is another node. Okay. There is one more node here. These two nodes are connected. And to this node is connected and this node is connected. Okay. So I hope you all can understand this. So mark some numbers on these. So basically we are going to mark these nodes as 0, 1, 2 as we are going to take input. Okay. This is 4 and this is 3. So 0 is connected to 1 and 2, 1 and 2 are connected, and 1 is connected to 3 and 4. Okay, 3 is connected to 4, and 2 is connected to 3. Now try to mark these nodes starting from here, make it red. Try to mark another green. So it is green. Can you mark this green? Can you mark this red? And I hope your answer is no in both the cases because if you are going to mark this is green. So two adjacent vertices cannot be marked with same color. And if you are going to mark this red, you cannot mark this red as this is adjacent to this or it is neighbor of the vertex which is already colored red. So we will stop at this place and graph is non-bipartite, right? So this graph was bipartite, earlier graph. This graph was also bipartite, but this particular graph is not bipartite. Clear? Now let's move ahead and write pseudocode of this particular problem. So we are taking some notations here. If something is 0, that means no color. If it is 1, we'll say that it is red. If it is -1, we'll make it blue. Okay, so this is 1, this is -1. Let's start the pseudocode. We have a function is bipartite and we'll take graph and source node as input. We have to take a queue. Okay, so you can say that queue is q. Okay, now we are going to take an array named color, and this array will be of length of v. It means it will have v size. Suppose we have 4 nodes in graph, then this array will be of 4 size, right? Take a variable current color and you can make it 1, right? And then color of source node will be current. Is it okay? And now you are going to enqueue source node to this queue, right? So what we have done till now, we have created a queue, we have created an array of v size, we have chosen the color that one is red and -1 is blue, and then we have enqueued this particular source node. Clear? Now what we have to do, we'll run a loop here. So take a while loop, and this while loop will come under this. And what this loop is doing, this is basically checking till queue is not empty. If queue is not empty, then we'll do something. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to dequeue, right? And we'll get a node. And after that, you can check if the node that we are dequeuing from the queue, we have a graph here, right? that we have been passed from above, and you can check whether there is some self loop to this or not. We are basically checking self loop here. So if there is self loop, we can simply return false. So in case of self loop, graph will not be bipartite. Clear? And once we are done, you can change the color, or basically you can change the value of current. And how you are going to do? Current equal to current into -1. So we are changing color here. Earlier we have marked this particular vertex as red, and now we are going to change it to blue or something else, but in this case we are taking blue. Okay, now what is next? We have to loop on neighbors. And how can you do that? Let's start. For all neighbors v of u. So there is a condition that we need to check. If g u v is not equal to 0, this is one thing, and there is a second condition to it: color of v equal to 0. And what does this mean? This means that there is a edge from u to v. Okay, there is a edge from u to v, but v is not colored. So we have discussed this thing about, if there is 0, there is no color, right? So if it is 0 here, it means there is no color. Clear? So in case there is no color, what we can do? We can mark color on this particular vertex. So you can make it color v equal to current, and you know current has been changed already, right? And then you can enqueue this particular vertex. So I hope you understood this. Now there is second condition. And what is that second condition? If there is an edge from u to v, but u and v are of same color. And what is going to happen in that case? If two vertices are of same color and they are neighbors, we need to return false. And why so? Because in that case, we cannot color these two vertices with the same color. And that's why graph will not be bipartite. So let's write this condition. If u v is not equal to 0 and color of u equal to color of v. Okay, so in this case return false. And while loop is running up from above, you can see it here. So if we come out of this loop, in that case we can successfully return true. Okay, so this is the algorithm. You can see it in the PDF that I will provide you. Here I have written in large font, so I am not able to show it at once. But you can see what we are doing here. We are basically taking a queue, taking an array color, assigning a current color which is 1, putting source node inside queue. Then what we are doing, till queue is not empty, we are dequeuing one by one and checking if there is a self loop or not. If there is a self loop, return false. Then change the color. So every time loop goes here, and in each iteration this color is going to change. So if it is 1, it will make it -1. If it is -1, it is going to make it 1. So that's how we are changing colors. Then for all the neighbors, if there is a edge between u and v is not colored, you can color it and then put it inside q. But if there is a edge between u and both the colors are same, you need to return false. Okay, but if you come out of this loop successfully, you can return true. Now what I am going to do, I am going to run the program and show you the demo of this. Let me show you the input. So what I am going to do, I will start with this first graph, right? So I am going to show you the demo for all the graphs that I have discussed in previous part. So we have 4 nodes, and this is adjacency matrix. 5 nodes, this is representation of graph. 8 nodes, and this is representation of that particular graph in adjacency matrix form. So let's run the program for 4 nodes first. You can see how program is running, and we have got that algorithm return true, so graph is bipartite. So it is checking each edge and coloring the nodes. Here 1 is blue, then 3 is blue, and 2 is red. Okay, so what you can do, you can just see the graphs in the PDF and then watch this video. Okay, now let me change the input. Now I will make 5 as input. I have written this algorithm in such a way that it will pick only first one. You can change the algorithm and read all the graphs at once. Now let's run the program for 5 vertices. And you know the 5 vertices graph that I have shown you is not bipartite. Now you can see 2 has blue color, 1 has blue color, which is same, so returning false, and therefore graph is not bipartite. Okay, now run the algorithm for 8 vertices graph. It will take longer. So here is the graph in adjacency matrix form. It has started at source vertex 0 and marked color red. 1 has blue color, 3 has blue color, 4 has blue color. So there are 3 neighbors of 0. You can see here. Okay, and moving forward, it has marked everything with red and blue, and algorithm is returning true, so graph is bipartite. Okay, so I hope you got an idea how the algorithm is working. If you find any issue or any problem in understanding this algorithm, you can just put your question in the comments and I will try to respond back as soon as possible. Okay, so see you in the next video with another new concept. Till then, thank you so much.